Ooh, this setup is so beautiful and sexy. I just want to make love to it. What is up, ladies and gentlemen? So today I want to share with you my remote job setup. So do you want to be hunched over like a goblin? Or do you want the perfect minimalist setup either when you're traveling or when you're working from home? Now, I've been working remotely on and off for about 4 years now, and there's definitely some downsides to this. Now, it's great if I'm working from a consistent space. However, for me personally, when I was working from home during a pandemic in my bedroom, I felt very claustrophobic and I wanted to move around in different rooms and stuff like that, and just very difficult to do. And now that I'm working from different cities and different Airbnb spaces, it is more important than ever to create a portable setup that keeps us productive and keeps me and you in a relatively good posture. Now, whether you're at home, a co-working space, a coffee shop, your mom's basement, or traveling around the world and get into weird trouble, then stick around and show you the best setup with 2 monitors, lightweight, and also include Wi-Fi and posture tips. So number 1, we have the Mobile Pixels DuoX Plus screen. So for me, it's very important to have a second monitor, right? So that I could Google things or reference things while I have my main piece of work in front of me. Now, before I cover the Mobile Pixel screen, and no, they're not sponsoring this video, I'm gonna go over all the other options and why they didn't work for me. Number 1, we have the Apple iPad, right? So in this case, if you have a 12.9-inch iPad, this is a great option because you can natively integrate with your MacBook and your iPad. For me, the problem is the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, it costs about $1,000, right? And to use that as a second monitor is very expensive. They also have $300 or $400 options, but those are smallest screens and you're just not gonna be able to see that much on it. Also, if you're a non-Mac person, I don't know how easy it's going to be to integrate that or if it's possible at all. On top of that, when I'm traveling or in a coffee shop, I already have an expensive MacBook. I don't want to carry another expensive device with me. It just seems like too much. Number 2, we have a range of other portable laptop monitors, which range about $150 to $200 on Amazon currently. And don't worry, I will link all of these in the description so you can choose on your own. So I've used one portable laptop monitor before and I didn't really like it. I don't currently have it with me, but I'll share with you my personal experience. So they work, but they don't really integrate well with my workflow. So when I'm in a coffee shop or even at home, it's just like getting the wire and like placing the monitor, it just becomes somewhat difficult for me. And it's just, if you buy one, you'll just notice that you just spend a lot of time moving it around and it's just not a great experience. When I'm like, I don't want to do extra things when I just want to start my job. Also, if I use a laptop stand to elevate my laptop, well, the extra monitor is still going to be at the table level, so it's not going to be at the eye level that I want it to be. And now we get to the Mobile Pixel DuoX Plus, which costs about, about $250 to $300. And again, I'll link this in the description. It just really easily integrates with a laptop because I connect it to the back and then I slide it out. And then in a few seconds, it just easily just connects to the laptop with a USB-C cable in case you have a MacBook or any other kind of laptop. On top of that, it only weighs 1.3 pounds and it easily detaches from the laptop if you want to remove it or don't use it for a little while. Now we've covered all the monitor options. Now I want to get to the laptop stand. So personally, I use the Nextstand laptop stand, which on Amazon costs about $30. And I'm really enjoying it and it's just easy to set up and keep the laptop at basically my eye level. So 1, we have the Apple wired headphones. I personally like these because they're more reliable than wireless headphones and they just really look good on Zoom calls. So Apple probably has the best standard keyboard and the mouse is also really good. It integrates really well with the MacBook. However, if you're a regular laptop user, there's just plenty of options out there. So I'm not going to go into the details here. There's so much variety depending on your needs. However, if you're a MacBook user, I personally just use the Apple keyboard and the mouse. They work great. Now for the extra tips. So we have the posture. So typically what I like to do is just have the keyboard right in front of me with an upright back. The laptop is in eye level and then on the right side I have the Apple mouse and that just works really well for me. Ideally you want a standing desk, but when I'm traveling or when I want to move around to different rooms, it's just not feasible to have one. Also, I want to cover the weight. So how much extra weight does this setup have? So the extra monitor is about 1.3 pounds, the keyboard and mouse are about ½ pound, and the laptop stand is also ½ pound. So total we're looking at about 2.3 pounds, which is if you're a minimalist packer, I think this is a great win. Now lastly, extra tip is the Wi-Fi, right? So if you're working remotely or you're traveling abroad, the last thing you want is for your boss to regret that he or she let you work remotely in the first place. So I want to use a mobile plan that has good internet service and that can give me a hotspot when my main Wi-Fi is down. So personally, I've been using the Wi-Fi plan for the last couple of weeks and it's been great. For an unlimited plan around the world, including USA, it's about $70 a month. And with that, you get about 22 gigs. And after that, they're going to throttle it a little bit. However, I think this is great if you're watching some YouTube channels and you're just basically trying to use it as a backup in case you need to hop on a Zoom call. So it gives me a good peace of mind and I could just use my phone anywhere in the world with internet and it's just a great option. Lastly, my portable setup takes about 30 seconds to set up. I basically measured it myself and I'm very happy with this because it removes an extra barrier when I'm trying to work in the morning or if I'm trying to do some creative work. So I'm really happy with this. So I think that covers everything. So if you have any comments or suggestions or tips or any other things you've come across that you like to share, please comment in the description. I'd love to hear about it. Thanks for listening and hope you have a good day. See ya.